In the past 8 years working in digital marketing, I've seen it all, from just try TikTok to the famous optimize your SEO. In this video, we'll dive into why most of the trendy marketing tips can actually hurt your business. I'll break down 5 pieces of marketing advice with numbers to prove they don't work for you. And most importantly, I'll show you better alternatives. This is the video I wish I had seen many years ago when I was just starting out in marketing. Alright, maybe not that many years ago. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe for more marketing tips for your business and your career. Let's just dive in. Advice number 1, post on socials every day. I stumbled upon some interesting stats that recommended these posting frequencies. Instagram 3 to 5 times per week, Facebook and LinkedIn almost daily. Now, imagine if you're a small business with a tiny marketing team or even just one person. Spending several hours planning, creating and scheduling your content just isn't practical. It can literally hurt your business. Posting daily can lead to burnout and will simply compromise the quality of your content. So it's better to focus on fewer but more impactful posts rather than flooding your feed with content that doesn't engage with your audience. Instead of trying to post daily, plan your entire social media strategy with purpose and intent. When I helped Swim Up with their socials, we strategically planned our content, and as a result, we grew their Instagram account from 16,000 to 180,000 followers with just 6 reels. And to get there, we planned the entire journey, starting from the video watch to the app download and making the purchase on their mobile app. The next advice you've probably heard a lot: run A/B testing. So A/B testing is a way to compare 2 versions of something, like a web page, to see which one works better. But for small businesses, this often just doesn't work well. And here's why. First of all, you need lots of website visitors. To see which version is better, you need a lot of people to visit your site. Imagine flipping a coin 10 times. It might come up heads 7 times and tails 3 times, but that doesn't mean that heads is more likely. If you flip it 1,000 times, you'll see it's about 50-50. Same goes for A/B testing. Small businesses usually don't get enough visitors to make the test results just reliable. The next one is statistical significance. To trust your test results, you need a large sample size. Let's say you have 2 versions of a web page, A and B. If 100 people visit each version and 10 buy something from A and 12 buy something from B, it looks like B is better, right? But with so few people, the difference could just be random. If you had 10,000 visitors to each, the results would be much more trustworthy, of course. And the third reason here is long testing time. So small businesses might need weeks or even months to get enough visitors for a good test. And if your website has an average of 100 of daily visitors, it'll take you around 100 days to accumulate 10,000 visits for a trustworthy experiment. And just imagine how many more impactful projects you can run within those 3 months. Instead of A/B testing, your small business can rely more on, for example, customer service and get feedback from your real users and understand what they like and make improvements based on that. Trust me, after talking with at least 20 clients, you'll gather valuable feedback on everything, like their preferences and experiences, and you can utilize it in your marketing campaigns better. The next one, why advertising everywhere at the same time is just harmful for small businesses. Let's assume your goal is to generate at least 5 customers from paid ads within a month. Your boss suggests running ads on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok, all at the same time. Sounds incredible, right? But let's dig a little bit deeper. If we assume an optimistic conversion rate of 1% from clicks to paid customers, you need at least 500 relevant clicks to achieve those 5 customers. And to get there, you'll need to test different hypotheses. And typically 1 out of 10 hypotheses will actually work. So you'll need 10 different hypotheses per platform. Now let's talk about the costs. Here's an average cost per click for each platform. So to get 500 clicks across all platforms, you need to spend 190 on Twitter, 750 on Pinterest, 500 on TikTok, and 2,630 on Instagram. And when you multiply these costs by the number of hypotheses, which is 10 by platform, you get a total expenditure for the entire month of 40,700. So, can a small business really afford to spend that much a month on advertising? I really doubt. A better approach here is focus. Choose 1 or 2 platforms where you get target customers, and then spend your money on these key platforms, because this way you'll get and you'll make a bigger impact. The next harmful advice: why creating a blog on every small thing can actually hurt your business. So imagine you run a small accounting software business. You might think it's a good idea to write a blog post about everything happening daily at your company, like a new team member or your brand new co-working space. But let's look at why it may not work out that well. Writing a blog post takes about an hour to come up with ideas, an hour to write a rough draft, 2 to 3 hours to do the main writing, an hour to add design elements, an hour to upload it to your website and promote it. And that is a full work day already. All of this to get only a few hundred website visits on your post. You're just too small, and no one really cares about your latest team event or your new co-working desk. Here's what you should do instead. So if you're a small business trying to grow at all costs, focus on writing blog posts for top of the funnel and the most popular search queries in your industry. For example, people search how to open a business bank account almost 3,000 times in the US alone. So a calculation can look like this. We believe that posting regular blog articles targeting popular search queries can get you 1,200 monthly visitors in 6 months. Now, the average conversion rate for a website like yours is about 5%, right? This means you could get about 60 signups per month from organic SEO traffic. If at least one of these converts into a deal worth 1,000 in monthly recurring revenue, it would amount to 12,000 in annual recurring revenue. Oh, and the next one. Do this because our competitors do it. Our competitor has launched this video ad. Our competitor has attended this event. How many times have you heard this in your team meetings? I know. Here's why this approach just doesn't work. Firstly, you don't know the full context behind your competitors' actions. Their video ad might be a part of a larger campaign that is aimed at a specific audience with precise goals in mind. Secondly, you don't know their budget allocations. Typically, larger companies have bigger marketing budget, and this allows them to experiment more freely. For example, let's say your boss is really impressed by this latest email campaign by SEMrush and insists that your team should create an identical one. However, if you look a little bit deeper, you can see that email generates only 1.5% of their website visits, and chances are this campaign did not contribute to revenue at all. So why bother, especially if you have completely different resources? So without access to their performance data, you can't be sure if this approach is just worth replicating. Here's what you should do instead. Get inspired by your competitors, but adapt their strategies to fit your own business context. For example, collect all the creatives on Meta ads and LinkedIn ads that they have. Notice similar patterns and make sure you avoid them. Your main competitor overuses green color, for example, then make sure you steer clear of this one in your creatives. And that's it for today. If you made it to the end, now you definitely have to subscribe to the channel. And I hope you liked this video, you found it extremely valuable. Most importantly, make sure to share this video with your coworker who can also benefit from it, because sharing is caring. And I see you in the next one. Bye-bye.